Hi everyone and welcome back again to Queenette at DBC podcast. My name is Queenette at DBC and today we are going to be talking about knowing when to walk away from a marriage. This topic is a very dicey one. You can see me smiling. I even had to pray to God this morning to give me the knowledge and the wisdom to talk about this thing because I don't want to lead people astray. I used to say to people that the rules that govern relationship is totally different from the rules that govern marriage. When I talk about how to know when it is the right time for you to walk out of a relationship, someone was asking me that, oh, can I apply that to my marriage? And I said to the person, I said, see here, relationship is a stage where you guys get to know each other. When you get to know if this person is the right person for me, that is the stage for you to filter things that you need to filter. That is a point for you to watch out for red flags. Watch out for the things that you know you can live with, which are the bad habits that your partner might have that you know you can live with, and the ones you know you cannot live it. So when you've missed that point, trust me, and you guys are now in marriage, it is totally different entirely. You might need to have to live with some things for the rest of your life. That's why I said when it comes to marriage, it's a total different ballgame. For example, let's even define it. What exactly is marriage? Marriage is a union between two people, two straight people, a man and a woman, either blessed by the family or blessed by the church or blessed by the government to be able to, live together as husband and wife. When you're married, it is totally different from when you are courting. This time now, you guys have taken it further. You are now husband and wife. You've been pronounced husband and wife. And also let me point this straight, because I know a lot of people have been mistaking the wedding ceremony as marriage. Wedding ceremony is the celebration of marriage, is the celebration of the union. It is totally different from the marriage. When you guys invest a lot of money, put a lot of money into the celebration, the wedding ceremony and all of that, people will go home, they'll come and celebrate with you, celebrate that union with you. But then after that celebration, that is where marriage begins. That is when the both of you begin your journey as couple, as married couples. So now it is now between you two. So when it comes to marriage, it is between the husband, the wife, and God. I know marriage is not for everybody. Even I was on a platform, I was on TikTok platform, and a guy was literally asking that, oh, me deciding not to get married, is it a bad thing? Does it make me irresponsible? And I know a lot of people have that question as well. A lot of women and men have that question as well. Because of the society we live in, people tend to tag you as irresponsible when you choose not to get married. But let me tell you something today. You are responsible if you choose not to get married. If you've examined yourself, you've evaluated yourself, and you realize that marriage is not for you, you know you'll be a perfect boyfriend, but you will not be a good husband, then it is better for you to just stay in that boyfriend zone rather than you forcing yourself into marriage and make someone else's life miserable. There's a lot of rules that govern marriage. So if you know you cannot keep to it, if you know you are not, you cannot, it is not for you, then don't go to it. It is better for you not to go into it than go into it and, destroy someone else's life. At that point, you now become irresponsible. But at the time you still evaluate yourself, that you realize that marriage is not for you, trust me, you are very, very responsible. Even in the Bible, for those who are Christian, in the book of Matthew 19, I think 10 to 12 or something like that, I'm not sure. I'm going to put it on the screen so you guys can see. It says, even Jesus told his disciples that some people did not think about marriage from birth. Some people, because of religious reasons, they choose not to get married. Some people even choose not to even get married at all because of personal reasons or whatever. But it is better for you to remain single. Marriage is not for everybody. It is better for you to remain single if you know you cannot keep to the rules of marriage. That means it is telling you that it is okay to be single than for you going into marriage and not keeping to your rules as, husband and wife. When it comes to marriage, it requires commitment. 100% commitment. It requires compromise. 100% compromise. It requires communication, 100% communication, love, and above all, God or whatever you serve. The two of you need to be ready to put in your all. Our mothers back then, our fathers back then, hey, if they tell you what they tolerated from each other, how many compromises that they have to put into their marriage to make it work, then we realize that marriage is not an easy thing. I have seen a lot of couples that will bring their issues to me and they will be expecting me to give them a direct answer like, go your separate ways, separate. Hello. I cannot tell you to separate when you just tell me that, oh, my wife is disrespecting me. You cannot leave your wife because she's disrespecting you. You have to stay there. As the man, as the head of the house, you teach your wife how to respect you. You will teach her. You keep teaching her till death do you guys apart. Same thing to a woman. Oh, my husband is not respecting me. Or because of little disrespect, because of little argument, you guys are inside the house. You guys screamed at each other. You shouted at each other. Then you not think that's an excuse for you to walk out of that marriage? No, it is not an excuse. You teach each other. You work on it. As long as it doesn't involve, the only reason that you can literally walk out of your marriage is in case of cheating, which is infidelity, adultery. Either your man or your woman is committing adultery and you know you cannot forget. You cannot forgive totally and not even bring it up again. Then you can, seek for divorce, separation. In case of abuse, when you know now your life is now at stake, you can lose your life. Maybe the person is physically abusing you, or in case of abuse, that is the only way you can also walk out of your marriage. When you know this thing is going to affect you mentally, you are going to end up in a mental institute, then you can walk away. But when there is no abuse and there is no case of cheating, even that cheating self, if you can forgive, the Bible says it there. It's inside the Bible. I think I'll look for it and put it out on the screen as well. Yeah, I'll put it out on the screen. It says, if you can forgive and forgive totally, then you can still move on. But if you know you cannot forgive, that is when you can walk away. But you now see those two things are the only reason you can walk away from your marriage. Because people will not tell you. Because now, I think now in this generation where we are, you hear, oh, she stepped on me, it is toxic. She stepped on me, she's toxic. He pinched me, she's toxic. Everything now is toxic. I want Gen Z generation. The Gen Z generation, they've seen everything as toxic. I've seen men. If you even go back and ask our fathers back then, a lot of men will say, I am the man. Do you know the man? Our fathers, our great-great-grandfathers. Do you know how many things they tolerated from our great-great-grandmothers? They will tell you, they will come outside and say, I am the man. But inside, they are tolerating their woman. Inside, our mothers are tolerating their men. Majority of us that are now saying, oh, I grew up in a happy home, I grew up in a good family. Do you know what your mother and your father tolerated from each other? If we say we should be looking at everybody's character, every one of us, we have red flags in us. In courtship, you can walk away from those things. But in marriage, na bad habits. You endure it. You manage it. You will train that person. You teach that person. There are some times in marriage that you, who is the man, will have to come down for your woman. There are times in marriage that you, the woman, you have to come down for your man. Even there are times in marriage that even you, the parent, will have to come down for your children because you cannot know it all. One person cannot leave the burden of marriage alone. Both of you have to do it together. Husband and wife. The two shall become one. And when it comes to that one, you have to do everything together. I know I know this might not be what you are expecting from me as a woman or as a man. I know you might be expecting me to tell you that, oh, carry your bag and walk away. My sister, my brother, if you walk away, I know get husband where I won't give you. Now, husband material in the market is scarce. Majority of the people you see on social media displaying love and affection, majority of the time, the lot is happening behind closed doors that you will not see. They will not come out and tell you. And you'll be saying, oh, God, when, God, when you could have tolerated your wife, when you could have tolerated your husband. I don't have wife that I will give you. There are a lot of women out there, but only few are wives. So if you manage to get one, my brother, hold lamb tight. Hold it tight. Because there are no many wives out there. The lot of things that I see women do, my gender, a lot of things that I see my gender do. Even me myself, I used to pity the men outside. I used to pity the other gender. I used to pity you men. That is to show you that there are a lot of women out there, but only few are wives material, are wives. Same thing to men. There are a lot of men out there, but only few are husbands. So if you manage to get one, either you got it from anywhere, you bought it in the market, or someone gave it to you, or they dash you, hold it tight. It requires both of you and work. Both of you need to work. And one thing people don't understand is this marriage, it is not for when we are still young. It is for old age. When you are now old, that as a man, that you'll have less ability to do some certain things for yourself, that's when your woman will stay behind you. When you are old as a woman, or illness and things like that, and you have less ability to do some things for yourself, the man will be there. But how do you guys build that connection? You start building that connection from the day you say I do. There are times whereby your husband will offend you, will hurt you, will provoke you. You will feel like, I feel like killing this person. But you put that anger inside. You will embrace it and let go and move on. There are times whereby that woman will disrespect you, where that woman will provoke you, that woman will upset you. You will feel like killing her, but you still embrace it and move on. That is what marriage is about. But the only time you can work out is those two circumstances, in cases of abuse and in case of infidelity, adultery. I've seen a lot of men that will say, oh, she's not giving me peace. I'm not happy. I want to walk away. In what way is she not giving you peace? She's not giving you peace because she's stubborn. She's not giving you peace. You are not happy. Is she abusing you? No. She's not just giving you peace. My brother, pray for that peace. God will give you peace. God is the only one that can give peace. When you pray as a man, as the leader of the home, hold your wife and your children and say, God, bring your peace into this home. The peace will come. That peace will descend into that family. It will descend into that home. So if that peace is gone, that peace is lost. But she's not abusing you. She's not just giving you peace. No worry. God will give you peace. God is the maker of peace. He has peace in abundance. And the only thing he just needs is for you to ask. Just ask for that peace and he will give it to you. Peace from within. Even the peace that even you yourself will be able to share. You share that peace to your wife. You see that woman that is not giving you peace before, because she has finished her own peace, she will now start giving you peace back, because you've received peace from God, and even you yourself have now even transferred the peace to her. You are giving her peace. So you people you will just realize that you have peace in abundance in your home. You as a woman till you come, oh, it's not making me happy. Sometimes when I hear couples give me their excuses, I'm always laughing, to be honest. When I hear a lot of excuses from couples why they want to separate, things that effective communication could have sought out, things that patience could sort out, things that compromise could sort out, things that, I just look and I realize that we still have a lot to go, especially in the African community. In African community, I think we should encourage therapy. Therapy is not just for when you are mentally drained. Therapy is not just for when you are an addict. Therapist is not just for when you have mental issues. Therapist is there to help you guys to understand each other better, to be able to express yourself and communicate better, because you guys will continue communicating till you are old. It is for better, for worse, till one person pass away. I was hearing someone saying to me, oh, marriage is not an achievement. Is marriage an achievement? And I said, you know what? I'm going to talk about this. It's one of those things that I want to talk about in today's video. Marriage is an achievement. I know. is a fulfillment. But the only way it is an achievement or a fulfillment is when you guys are able to grow old together. When you guys are able to achieve that for better, for worse. When you are able to achieve that till death do us apart. That is the only time you can say you have a successful marriage. It is fine. It is better for you to remain that way than for you to make someone else's life miserable. And like I said earlier, the only time you can walk out of your marriage, that it is time for you to walk out, it is either in case of adultery or in cases of abuse. But any other thing that happens in that marriage, you guys need to keep managing each other. You need to keep tolerating each other. And even when it comes to case of abuse and this other thing we talk about, it is after you guys have tried every possible thing. You've tried therapies, you've tried separation for a while, you've tried communicating, you've tried involving like the elders, third parties to, to get in touch professionally, and it still didn't work, then yes, you can talk about divorce. But anything aside from that, you need to stick together, because if you call Queenette, I don't have a husband that I'm going to give you, and I don't have a wife I'm going to give you as well. So, so guys, that's going to be all for today. And I hope to see you again next week. And also, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video with your family and friends. And I hope to see you next week. Bye.